I don't let society pressure me into wanting to lose weight because I still look at myself and I still see a bad bitch.
Today we have a special guest. She represents the very big, beautiful woman known as the BBBW. Welcome, Fat Barbie. Okay, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. That's good. So that's great too. So like, what made you like start embracing your weight?
I always embraced my weight. I've been fat all my life,
Okay.
and it wasn't a bad thing for me.
Okay.
It wasn't one of the things I was ashamed of or embarrassed of. People who know me know that I always embrace my weight. You know, I couldn't change something that happened to me,
No.
and I was not going to let society.
So growing up, you were always this. So you saying you grew up being this size, right?
Yes. So when I was around 1, 2, I was put on steroids by my mom, and I just blew up.
Dang.
Yeah, and the weight just never, you know,
So it has nothing to do with what you was eating as a child.
no.
So you was born this size.
So it wasn't I was born this size. It was being smaller. The doctors looked at it as something was wrong with me, and my mom thinking that she was trying to help, and it ended up harming.
Oh, okay.
Genetics when your both sides of your family ain't small from a can of paint, and then you add steroids in the mix, you blow up. But it didn't stop my life.
But you don't think, the foods you was eating that was contributing to that though?
No, because I was never one of them kids that always wanted junk. Even now as an adult, I don't eat like a fat person. See, stereotypes make people believe that all fat people do is eat, but that's not the case.
Cause that's what I thought. Because like when I see somebody your size, no offense, I think
No,
like,
it's not
damn,
taken.
like, okay, I'm like, damn, like that's all you do is just eat. You just eating your life away.
And that's what stereotypes are.
Yeah.
That's why colored people look at different from, different colors, because that's what stereotypes do in society. Make stereotype real by putting out shows like My 600-Pound Wife.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I applaud to that show.
You did?
They said you too active.
On what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what they told me. I tried to.
Wait, how would they know that you're active?
Okay, so when you do the audition, you literally do your daily routine of every day. And my daily routine was cooking or cleaning or going to the gym, I'm an outside person. So, even though I'm fat, that don't stop me from nothing.
Right.
People would tell you I was known in school for being one of the best dancers, Yeah.
Wait, when we was in high school?
Yes, high school, middle school, I was pop locking and dropping it.
I never thought that a lot of people people listening, we went to high school together. And, cause we graduated the same year, right?
2014.
Okay. 2014?
Yeah.
No, I graduated 2013.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I always thought you was in our class.
No.
But we the best class, so it's okay.
I heard that. I heard that. So, like, how was it, like, growing up far as, like, people teasing you? Because, like, I used to be big myself, but not the highest I ever been. Well, see, for me, like, I used to be big in my thighs, But, like, but get to the point, like, I was made fun of not only for my weight, what I was wearing, so that messed up my confidence in a way. So, like, what I'm asking you is, you being the size you are, were you was teased?
Of course I was teased, but it never really bothered me.
Yeah,
This is just real honesty, because I was getting talked about at home by my own parents. So what anybody else said to me outside of the word really didn't matter to me, because I'm hearing worse at home. So it gave me the strength to not care what nobody say, because I know I'm beautiful. I've been knowing I was beautiful. People would tell you, Marlena did not care. Fat and all, I did not care. Going on rides, everything you could think of, I did not care. If I could do it, I would. It might take me a minute. Yeah, I'm fat, so yes, I have challenges. But that's what there are, just challenges.
Yeah.
And they are meant to overcome.
Right.
Now, stereotypes, you would think that I wouldn't. Just like how I went up them stairs. You would think somebody my size wouldn't even attempt it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was nervous. That's why I'm like, man, they give her a cup of water. Because I had somebody who's big. he had a problem walking upstairs. He was in finna pass out.
Yeah, see, it's this because I'm active. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not one of them lazy fat people.
Yeah.
And let me be honest, sex is one of my best activities. And that's just me being honest. No disrespect to my man. No disrespect to my man, but and you can't, you have to be active with sex.
Okay.
And being bigger, you might think a person is not active, but I got a baby.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna keep it respect because I'm not referring to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, no, like, big people, they some nasty, freaky people. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, what was that? So like, even though, like, you been the size you are, and you said you been active, do you still work out?
Yes, I actually go to the Y 2 days out the week. I don't majority do like exercise. I do water aerobics, but that's only because during my pregnancy I had got lymphedema. So that's one of the things where my leg is bigger than normal.
Oh, okay.
So that's my main focus, to get my leg back down, because it's not something that I'm used to.
Oh, okay.
But I'm very active. I'm one of them type of big girls. Ain't nothing gonna stop me.
No, I feel you. So do you want to lose weight?
It's not that I want to lose weight. It's if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I do what's fun for me. I don't let society pressure me into wanting to lose weight, because I still look at myself and I still see a bad bitch.
Yeah. Because
at the end of the day, my weight don't define me. I define me, because I'm still living a life as a normal person. Mm-hmm. I just take me a while to do certain things,
Yeah.
I still have a man. I still had a baby. I still work. I got a job. I drive. I'm a normal person, and I'm healthy on top of that. My doctors will tell you, despite my weight, I am a very healthy person. I don't got no diabetes, never had it, high blood pressure, none of that. I'm 29 years old.
Okay.
So,
So you basically, correct me if I'm wrong, you have some health condition for you not to able to drop the weight?
It's not that I have a health condition that is drop the weight. It's just genetics. If it happens, it happens. Well, I have dropped over 100 pounds since 2017, 2018, because I went through a big change in my life.
Okay.
I had a miscarriage when I was 18.
Sorry to hear that.
And I brought a lot of depression on. And then not eating depression is more so of not wanting to do anything, locking myself in a room, things like that. So I stopped caring.
Definitely, I understand.
So when you stop caring, you don't want to live.
No, I understand.
So I got to that point, and never will I ever get back to that point ever again.
I feel you.
But when you're young and you go through something like that by yourself, it changes you. Yeah. But it did also made me strong.
No, I feel you. I feel you on that part. Challenges that I went through in my life, you know what I mean? Like, it put me in a bad headspace, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with grief and stuff like that. And I admire you embracing your weight, because shit, I ain't never liked my weight at one point. I did not like it, and that motivated me more to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? And I have thoughts of like, not even my thoughts, but I witness other people who don't like their weight, and they do certain things to lose their weight, whether that's like Ozempic shots, I think that's the name, if I'm pronouncing that right. So what I'm asking you is, like, you never had thoughts about doing that or getting like weight loss surgery?
So I wanted to once upon a time. This was during the time where I wanted to have a child. But now that I have my baby, hell no.
Okay.
Because you only get one life to live. You're gonna die anyway. Let's just be honest. That's the part of life. That is a circle of life. Whether my life is shortening or lengthening, it doesn't matter, because it's my life. Right. And what I do in my life, my body, and everything doesn't have anything to do with anybody. And I feel like society peer pressures fat people into wanting to lose weight. Not all fat people sit on the couch and eat all day. Yeah. Like, come on now. I can do things that people my size could dream. People smaller than me could dream. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't think weight dictates anything. It's a challenge. And what's in life not a challenge?
No, I understand. But this is just my opinion. I'm not saying my opinion is a fact. Me personally, like, I don't believe in genetics. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's like what you put in your body, and like, cause like, okay, when people be like, okay, diabetes runs in my family, right? Which diabetes does runs in my family, but I feel like it only runs in my family because of what my grandfather growing up eating on. My dad not taking care of his health. Not saying it's gonna be you, and that's not what I'm saying. So based on what I'm saying is that I believe that if we just change what we eat and work out, I believe we can see results.
But I don't need to change what I eat because I'm not one of the type of people who eat the way you think fat people eat.
Okay.
Like, I'm not one of the type of people who go and make a whole pan of chicken and I go eat it. You know, I prefer baked.
Okay.
I prefer ground turkey. You know, I drink almond milk. You know, this is stuff that I've been doing my whole teenage life.
Okay.
Once I was able to pick out my own foods, you know, I don't eat pork. So it's not nothing that I need to really change.
Yeah.
You know, it's more so of just being happy with who I am.
No, I can respect
because
that.
It's going to happen regardless. I was over 600 pounds one time in my life.
Damn, for real?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, you don't mind me asking, like, how much you weigh now?
Oh, I'm 430.
Okay.
I just got a lot of booty. And, you know, with me being short,
Yeah.
with me being short, you know, most people might think I'm more than what I am.
Yeah.
But in reality, I'm not. I'm 430, and it keep going down. You know, the main thing that makes me know that what I'm doing with my body is correct is I go to doctors. I get tested. I get regularly tested, things like that, and they're not telling me, oh, you have high blood pressure or you have diabetes or you know you got high cholesterol. They're not telling me to change anything because they see that my results is that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So you can eat right and exercise and still be fat.
Yeah. No, I believe that. I believe that.
Because it's like, yeah, I'm not going to the gym every day. I'm fat. I need a break sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not no 100 or something. I'm 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to take some breaks sometimes.
But then again, too, I feel like even though society does peer pressure people, no, I'm sorry, I'm saying this wrong. Society does like fat shame people, but I believe like they just going about it the wrong way. I believe that they trying to like really convince people to take care of their health, and they just.
I don't think that. I think that they're throwing their projections and insecurities onto other people.
So what you mean, like they saying like you gotta look this way to be accepted? You saying like?
Yes, and that's how it always been, and that's
Okay.
what made me embrace myself even more because I don't care.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, ain't nobody God.
Right.
At the end of the day, it says God made us in His image. He ain't say, oh, you got to be skinny to be in my image.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He ain't say that now. No,
agree with
he
that.
did not. He said we are made in His image. So God made me how I am for a reason.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I ate. It wasn't, you know, God knew that I was strong enough to take this in. God knew I was strong enough to hold this weight.
Yeah.
God knew that I will give people smaller than me, bigger than me, younger than me, older than me, to look at themselves and say, damn, I'm beautiful. Because
Right.
you are. It don't matter your size. Look at me. I got a man and a kid.
Yeah.
And nothing stops because of weight. Because life still goes on. So if you want to change it, change it.
Yeah.
But don't let life and society peer pressure you into doing something that you don't want to do. You can embrace your size.
Yeah.
You can have fun with it. I do. I love my friends so much because they support me. You know, They know that some things are harder for me than others, but they know I'ma still do it.
Yeah.
They know I'ma still do it though.
Yeah.
They don't judge me, and that's what you have to have.
I agree
You have
to
to
that.
have strong people in your corner who
Yeah.
understand you.
No, I definitely understand too. And you mentioned about you said God made all of us from His image too. Also too, the Bible does speak about taking care of your temple too. I'm not saying like you sit back and eat on junk food. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying is that like I believe, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, what you doing. I'm not saying you're not doing this before I say this, but people your size, people have a misconception when they see you. When they see somebody your size, like this person doesn't work out, this person doesn't do these things. So people who listening, who hear something like that, they think like, okay, she's saying that, but she got to take, you know, the Bible speaks about taking care of your temple. You know what I'm saying?
And I do take care of my temple.
Okay.
Bible, I do. I take care of my temple.
Okay.
I treat my temple as me. You know, that's why I treat myself as a queen. I don't put nothing into my body that I don't want in my body.
Okay.
For me to be fat, trust and believe, I'm a picky eater. My friends hate going out to eat with me.
Okay. Yeah.
They hate going out to eat with me because they know that I'm going to pick the same stuff at it don't matter what restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick the same exact stuff because I'm a picky eater. It's not about, what I learned, it's about what you put in.
Yeah.
And my 600-pound life will make you think that we just eating everything under the book.
Yeah.
You know, we just scarf it down. My man to tell you, he the only one I scarf down, baby.
I heard that. So like, what is your, do you have a weight goal?
Actually, I do. I want to be in my threes. I don't want to be no smaller than that.
Really?
And, yeah, I don't. Because I like being heavier set. Number one, I'm just going to be honest. I love my body, okay? I got a fat Coke shape, baby, okay? I got the penny bank. You know, man, penny banks used to have as kids. You know, the Coke. Yeah, I got that. But, wow, you know, I got a good shape, okay? My man love all this.
Yeah.
I love my shape. But I also know, you know, when you bigger, let's just keep it real. When you bigger, it's some things that we don't have to worry about as big women.
Like what?
Being kidnapped. Being raped, you know, all that type of stuff. So I like being big because ain't nobody finna slip no date rape drug in my drink, baby. If you can carry me, baby, that means you was meant to have it. I'm not. Come on now, dead weight, baby. You not doing all that.
Yeah.
You ain't doing all that. You ain't pulling up on the side of the van and finna kidnap me.
Yeah.
But as soon as you pull up on the side of the van, you be like, oh no, wrong turn. So I got some things that I don't have to worry about.
I understand, but then I mean, why not be like in the twos? Twos not bad.
Because that's not my goal.
But I know you said you want to keep it in threes because you like the size you at,
Yeah,
right?
I like my size.
Yeah. But like the twos, you still can be the size you at. You in the twos.
I don't want to be.
Okay.
That's a prime example of how society try to force you into something.
Nah, but see, no. But see, no. I'm only saying this. I'm just from my perspective. It's all about like take care of your health. I'm not saying big people your size not healthy. That's not what I'm trying to say. But sometimes, you know, this is from what I witnessed growing up with my dad. My dad, you know what I'm saying, was in his best shape during his last few years. He was considered obese from his doctors. He gets short. He had short. Fuck you say that damn word. He just loses breath easily.
Oh, shortness of breath.
Shortness of breath. That's what I'm looking for. You know, certain things he just couldn't do because of his waist size. So it's just that it's not so much about society. You just also just living a comfortable life. Not saying you're not comfortable.
I was just going to say that.
I ain't saying you're comfortable, but I'm saying is just that you know, you're able to do things. Is, you know, you having a child, you know, your child gonna get older, might want to, you know what I'm saying, do certain things and
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that you're not. I'm not trying to come off that way. But I'm saying is that, you know, my perspective is just that, like, you know, that's why I suggest, like, being too, you know, in that area, because, you know, to give you some wiggle room to, you know, that word I'm looking for. Damn, you able to move around like you want to.
I'm still able to move around.
I can't even think of the fucking word I'm trying to say.
You know, size not the things that stop people. And that's what people need to realize. Okay. Because if size would have stopped me, I wouldn't have been able to get up those stairs.
Yeah. And
the only reason why I went as slow as I did is because I messed up my leg at the gym.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, it's not size that you know, you can do anything. And I've been big all my life, and they ain't stopped me from nothing.
Yeah.
They ain't stopped me from nothing. And it stopped me from getting a job. It didn't stop me from graduating college. It didn't stop me from anything. I'm still able to live a normal life. At the end of the day, you could be smaller than me and still have high blood pressure.
Yeah,
still have diabetes. Still have shortness of breath. You can still have all these problems and be smaller than me.
Yeah.
So the results is in my health when the doctors take them tests. So obviously I am healthy. So that's proof that being fat don't mean unhealthy.
Yeah, got it. So you say you only work out twice a day, right?
Huh?
You work out twice a day?
Yep, I work out twice a day.
So how do your body, you being the size you are, like, do you feel a lot of aches?
No, because I'm used to it. I always been in the gym, even as a kid. When I'm in water, I turned into a mermaid. I turned into a whole mermaid. I love water.
Okay.
You know, water is a fat person's love. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baby, I love me some water.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's fun. It's relaxing. The gym is relaxing to me. So it's not something that most people would think, oh, she ain't going to the gym. Oh yeah, baby, I go to the gym and I have fun in there too.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. It's one of the things, especially now being a mom. It's like my little getaway. You know, I ain't going to no restaurant and getting no KFC bucket.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's the problem with society. You know, it's like they look at size and automatically think, oh, she need to put the food down. And in reality, you the one holding that fried chicken in your hand.
Yeah.
Over there, the doctor just told you need to your cholesterol need to be lower, but you over here worrying about what I'm eating.
So what do you think society can do better to
mind your business? You are not God, so who are you to judge?
Okay.
You can't judge somebody when you don't know them, and that's why I use my platform the way I do.
Okay.
Because I want people to look and see that if she can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And that's why when I found out I was pregnant, I decided to show people. Because people would think a person my size can't have a baby. Or a person my size don't have complications. Baby, I was so healthy during my pregnancy. My doctor looked at me. I ain't gonna lie, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I get into some of the stereotypical stuff too. You know, being fat, I thought I was gonna be high risk. You know, I thought I was gonna have weekly appointments. My doctor looked at me like, Marlena, it don't work that way. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, wait, what? I'm over 400 pounds, so I can't see my baby every week. Marlena, you don't need to. You know, so obviously I'm healthy enough to where I had a regular pregnancy. When I say regular, I mean 72 hours of labor, okay?
And you only got one child?
Yeah, this is my first.
Okay.
Yeah, I clean.
Okay.
Yeah, I treat myself like a queen. I don't open my legs to just anybody. I don't open my heart to just anybody. And it's like, that's another stereotypical thing that men think, oh,
Yeah,
she big,
so she
she
easy.
fat, oh, she easy, oh. You know how many men come to me all the time like, oh, SSBBW. I'm like, I am not, do I look like a porn star? Well, I do, I know.
Fucking crazy.
But I'm not, I am a queen.
And I'm glad I was finna mention that. Now, what does SSBBW stand for?
It's a porn term for supersized, beautiful, big woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I made my own. Because, you know, as y'all know, FatBarbee, you know, that's my clothing line. That's who I am. That's my alter ego. But VBBW stands for very big, beautiful woman.
Okay.
Because I am a queen. I held myself up with expectations. I have morals and I have respect for myself. And just because I'm fat don't mean because you call me cute, you gonna get something.
Yeah. And I thought that too. Like, I ain't gonna say I thought that. That's my impression sometimes with certain big women. With big women, like, okay, she's easy to manipulate. You know, especially, damn, I had to say it this way, but like sometimes some black men will date heavyset white women and they live with them and, you know, manipulate them. You know what I mean? So that's what society thinks.
Exactly, and that's the point. You see, society brings out stereotypic, and it's normal. You know what I'm saying? It's normal because stereotypes are everywhere.
Right.
But the problem is when stereotypic stuff get fed.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem comes along because y'all feeding the stereotypicness, and everybody thinks, oh, because we're feeding it, it's true. It's not.
Right.
Not every fat woman even want a man. You know, not every. I'm gonna be honest. I'm bisexual. I like both.
Oh, word?
Yeah. I was with women way before I was with men. I was with women for a long time. I ain't lose my virginity until I was 17, and I was with that man for 7 years. He was my first and only man for 7 years.
Another man you still with?
No.
Okay.
I left his ass. Yeah, and that's another thing. They think fat women won't leave. They feel like fat women so insecure that we gonna let a man do whatever. You better ask about me. Yeah. I'm quick to leave a nigga deuces. I don't play them games.
So, like, how can, from your perspective, how you think big women can learn how to build that confidence?
Me personally, it's all within. Okay. It's all within. You just gotta look at yourself and know you worth it. I grew up being told I wasn't. And I never believed it. I ain't never believed that. I'm like, you tell me I'm not worth it, baby. I know I am.
Yeah.
I grew up being the butt of everybody's jokes.
Yeah. I can. Yeah.
And it made me determined. You know, it made me feel good because
Did that kind of help you develop like thick skin? I know
Yeah.
I was a butt of a joke at one point. Not just my waist size, my speech impediment, all types of shit. I can go on a list. So that kind of helped me to create this thick skin that I have.
Yeah.
But continue, dog. My bad.
yeah, it gave me thick skin. But I also had role models like Monique.
Okay, I remember
And
that,
that's
yeah.
where I get a lot of my, rah from because I got to watch her every day on the Parkers.
Yeah.
And she gave me that confidence. And I had directors like Tyler Perry who, gave me the guidance to know that I'm me.
Yeah.
And only person who matters in this situation is me.
Mm-hmm.
Can't nobody dictate who I am but me.
Yeah.
And once you understand that, life will be much easier because people want to please this person and please this person. Oh, I want to look like this for this person. When in reality, only person you need to please on this earth is you.
Right.
On you. And long as you please with yourself and you can look in the mirror at yourself and know that you're doing the right thing, you straight.
Yeah.
That's why I love who I am. Not only am I'm a good person internally, I love myself externally.
Yeah.
And I treat myself like a queen. I ain't out here trying to get attention from nobody. I ain't out here trying to go after this man and that man. I'm going after money.
No, I feel on that part. And a lot of people who not even your size is battling of loving themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to have that confidence of yourself and speaking positivity of yourself, that's good because a lot of people don't even have that, no matter what size you are. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I love being on my platform that I am. Because even if you looking at me and you be like, why she feel that way? That's gonna make you be like, maybe if she can love herself, I can love myself. Whether it's positive or negative, it's fine with me because at least you starting to feel better about yourself.
So that was that moment of the things you went through that inspired you to start your platform?
What really inspired me to start my platform was losing my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Me and my cousin was very close. I lost her in 2020, and that changed life for me. And me and her used to always talk about it. Like, she used to always talk about, like, you love yourself, girl. You need to show the world this. You need to show the world that, and I love dancing. Okay. And that's what I started off doing. I just danced the pain away. Just had fun, started living life for her because she can't live it no more.
And how did your cousin pass, you mind me asking?
She got hit by a drunk driver. They were on the highway, and she was driving with a drunk driver in a semi-truck.
Oh, she was driving with a drunk driver? Mm-hmm. So the person who was driving was drunk?
Mm-hmm. Yep, in a semi-truck, just...
Damn.
But...
So the person who that person survived too, or he died too?
Yeah, they all survived. But she passed away on with.
So you telling me she was in a car with a drunk person? Mm-hmm. Damn. Did he get charged? He still like?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what it sounds like, you just turn your pain, your grief into something.
Yeah, into positivity.
Into positivity.
Because
I respect that.
I love her so much. And every time I make a video or every time I dance, a memory of us just comes in my head because that's what we used to love to do. We dance. Yeah. That's one of our biggest things. And I love to dance. Once upon a time, I thought I was gonna be the next Pfeiffer. Yeah. I knew I was just gonna be some type of dancing queen.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that I got this platform now to show big, small, short, tall. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Same thing I do in my clothing line. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can fit it, you can fit it.
and that's how I feel with this platform. Like, cause my dad passed away unexpectedly, and like I've been, turning my grief into something positive. Cause I feel like my dad was like one of the worst moments in my life, but also one of the best things that can happen for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, it's an everyday battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you lose someone so close to you that you never even thought,
yeah.
It opens up a different eye.
It does.
It opens up an eye that life is really short.
Yeah.
Life is really short. So why would I spend my life trying to lose weight because of other people?
Yeah.
Because and no matter what, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I am. That's the cycle of life. But I'm living now. Mm-hmm. I'm living every day. Every day I wake up, I thank God because I could not be. Every day I get to wake up a mother. Every day I get to wake up to my soulmate, and we get to raise our beautiful daughter together. That's all the blessing. So why would I spend that time worrying about what people say about me?
Right.
I'm living real life.
Yeah.
Like I'm not thinking about negativity. At the end of the day, I am who I am.
And you mentioned earlier, you said like your parents was speaking negative, like down talking you at one point in your life, right?
Yes, my family, my dad, he not really in the picture, but my mom, my family, very, very, very mean. I love them though, you know. But growing up, they were very, very mean about my size.
So you don't mind sharing? What was the names they used to call you?
Oh, can I cuss?
Yeah.
You know, their favorite was fat bitch, you know, just stuff like that.
Damn.
But
okay.
it was just like, it didn't bother me none because they was fat too. So in my head, you know, I ain't bold enough to say it out loud.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like, we both fat bitches.
Yeah. So like, have you addressed that? No, let me rephrase that question. Have you like told them how you felt when you got older?
Me and my mom, we went through a big thing where I basically confronted on all the stuff I went through as a child, and it did space us apart for a long amount of time. But it was because I was finally demanding my respect. We got a good space now. My mama is an amazing grandma. Shout out to my mama because she is an amazing grandma, okay? So we're building our relationship back as her looking at me as an adult and not as that child anymore, you know. So we're rebuilding our relationship. Now my family on the other hand, they know how I feel. They've been knowing how I feel since I was a kid.
Okay.
I was one of them kids. I didn't care if I was gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
No, for sure. Because a lot of people, you know, I asked you that question because a lot of people carry that victim mentality. You know what I mean? And like they just be acceptive of, okay, this is who I am. So, you know, I'm just gonna just stay stuck and just basically just self-destruct.
Yeah. See, me, I don't hold nothing against nobody. Because holding, you know, forgiveness is a big thing. And people need to understand forgiveness is not for that other person.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is for yourself because you holding on and dwelling on to something, and this person don't even care.
Yeah.
This person living their life, and you holding on to something that they did to you.
Yeah.
You can't change the past. You only can make it so your future and your present is better than your past. I always tell everybody how everybody say they wish they was a kid again. They hate being a dog. Baby, I love being grown.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I seen somebody wrote something that was like, you know, I forgot how he worded it, but he was like, you know, stay as a kid as long as you can because being an adult sucks or some shit he had said. But I'm like, nah, not really. If you got your shit together, it don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yes, I love being an adult.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do miss being a kid. I miss certain stuff as a kid, but as an adult, I like the freedom that I do have.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess as a kid, I didn't really have a lot. My stepdad, he gave us what he could. He did what he could. You know, I love him. He stepped up as a man, took care of, you know, us, and he did a good job. You know, I'm my mom's only birth child, so yeah. So he did a good job stepping up, taking care of us. He made, you know, he taught me how to ride a bike. You know, I was the fat girl on a bike, baby. Baby, when I say nothing stopped me, I mean that. I was the fat girl riding bikes. I was the fat girl jumping roping. I was the fat girl doing all that. I didn't care. I was the fat girl climbing up on them swings.
Yeah.
So, you know, he gave us somewhat of a childhood. But like I tell everybody, I said my worst times in life was as a child. So being an adult, I feel so much better now. And I'm not finna spend my life worrying about people talk about me being fat. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because, baby, you can't say nothing that wasn't already said to me.
Yeah. I feel on that part.
So it's like, what can you say worse?
Yeah.
Because, baby, I'm still going to look at myself and say, damn, I'm a fat, fine bitch.
Yeah. No, confidence is everything. No, confidence is everything for sure.
And you can't fake it. That's one thing I tell people. You can't fake confidence because you're gonna always feel that insecurity.
Yeah.
You gotta feel it. You gotta feel that confidence. You gotta understand that can't nobody outbeat you.
Yeah.
You that one. That's why I only been in 2 relationships and I'm 29 years old. Long term, because the men they see it in me too. They see what I see in myself.
That's good.
And I don't talk to any man that don't think that.
And that's how it should be when you're dealing with someone like that. Your partner's able to see what you see in yourself. You know, so if they see that, okay, she's insecure, and they know that you're insecure, that most people will,
They
manipulate.
feed off that.
Yeah, what you said.
And it's not even, it's family do that too. Family feed off insecurity too. So at the end of the day, you gotta remain secure within yourself.
Yeah.
And that's why I love my child's father, my man, because he definitely my support system. Ain't nobody perfect, but
yeah. And I want to ask you something. This happened like a couple months ago. A girl had sued Liv because of her size. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's my twin. Shout out to Dang, I love her.
Okay, so like, if you was in a predicament, how would you handle that?
Well, personally, I wouldn't be, because number one, I always plan. When you bigger, you always plan. So me personally, I get why she did it. I do. Because at the end of the day, it was me. And as he seen her, she seen him. Y'all see pictures, so he should have just canceled the ride. It ain't that hard.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, she should have known that I'm just not even finna try to get in it. But I don't know. I never got in that predicament to go through that, because I was a Uber and Lyft member, and I never got in a predicament where the Ubers pulled off or didn't want me in. They always let me in and we talk. So I ain't never been in that predicament. But I love Dank, and I'm not gonna say she wrong for doing it, and I'm not gonna say he wrong for not letting her in the car, because at the end of the day, they both had their reasons.
Yeah. Okay.
But me as a bigger woman, I'm a plan ahead of time. When me and my friends out, we in the club, they like, we finna Uber home. I'm like, okay, let me see how that Uber look. Let me make sure, because to be honest, the most thing I gotta worry about is my butt. Let me just be real, because I ain't got that much of a stomach. But if I stand up, it's a whole midget back here, okay?
Yeah.
I got the whole Milky Way and solar system. So I gotta make sure my booty can fit in the car.
You crazy.
But I'm serious though. Like, I gotta make sure this can fit in the car, because that's the big problem.
Yeah.
So I ain't really have to worry about if my body can. I just gotta worry about if my booty can.
Yeah.
I gotta back up like a beep truck. Beep, beep.
You crazy. You crazy. So you crazy. So this is my last two questions. So what are the things you like to eat?
See, me, I don't know. I'm a real picky eater.
Yeah, you say you're picky eater.
Yeah, that's my big thing. So I'm more so ground turkey girl, baked chicken girl. Like, but my biggest thing is steak. I think that's really my real big thing is steak. I love steak. Like, it gotta be ribeye steak, medium well done.
With the A1 sauce on the side.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah.
Some broccoli.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm trying to try new stuff, cause it's like my man, he greedy. He's skinny, but he greedy. So he be trying to have me try new stuff, and I just be like, I can't get jiggy with it.
Yeah.
I just can't. I like to keep it normal.
So have you tried like plant-based food?
Yes, I actually have. I just I don't like it.
You don't like it? You know what? Let me explain. Certain vegan foods, it's not like plant-based. There are processed vegan foods. I don't like all vegan foods. What I mean by plant-based, like mushrooms, chickpeas, you know what I mean?
You see, that's the thing of being a picky eater. I don't like neither.
What? You It's all about how you season it though.
Why do everybody say that? I can't.
Yeah, if you season that thing right, that shit good as hell.
Yeah.
Cause you just eating plain, that shit doesn't taste the best. That's what anything. Just if you fry some chicken, right? Why does it taste good? The way how you season it, right? So if you fry some steak and you don't add no seasoning, it's gonna just taste plain.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like with me being a picky eater, I gotta know what it tastes like. If I don't know what it tastes like, I ain't doing it.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah, that's why I stick to my same foods, and that's why I love my almond milk. I love my oatmeal. I'm a regular, you know.
And then too, on the mention that you mentioned that's a misconception too. Almond milk ain't healthy for you either.
Oh, I know it's not healthy for me. It's not. It's not that. It's what I prefer.
Okay.
You know, it's something. It's like it's an alternative for me because I don't like milk.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like milk, and I'm gonna be honest. That oat milk is disgusting.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's not. It's like cow milk ain't healthy for you either. Let's be honest. It's a lot of foods that's not healthy for you.
Yeah.
You know. So at the end of the day, everything is being processed. So that's why I manage what I eat, and I don't put nothing in my body I don't like.
I see. So this is my last question. Like, what would you tell younger girls who are struggling with body image?
Be who you are. At the end of the day, you still made in God's image. And you got to look at yourself at that every day and notice that you're going to be you for the rest of your life.
Right.
If you don't like it, change it. If you okay with it, love it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to still be you.
Right.
And whether it's your body, whether it's your thoughts, you can change everything.
Yeah.
But one thing you can't change is being yourself.
Agree to that.
Can't change being you.
I agree to that. Well, that's all the questions I have. Keep on being who you are. I believe, you know what I'm saying, your platform can inspire a lot of people, not just for the big people, just people in general, just being themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you took the time out and come on here and share your story.
I am too.
I enjoy doing this.
I did too.
Yeah. So keep on doing your thing.